Hey, in today's video, I'm going to share 10 secrets that can change your style and simplify the way that you get dressed every single day. Hi, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. My whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love so you look beautiful and feel confident every single day. And one of my goals for this channel is to simplify style and to make it less complicated, less of a mystery. There's so much misinformation out there, and I think that it can be easy to get overwhelmed and think, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Style is just, that season of my life has passed. That ship has sailed. Is it really that important? Is it really that relevant? Is it something I really should focus on? My answer is yes. It's important. It's relevant. It's something you should focus on, but it's not as complicated as we make it out to be. So there are, way too many must-haves and must-dos out there when it comes to style. And I kind of wanted to peel back some of those layers a little bit and kind of get down to some of the things that can really simplify style for you in your everyday life. So here we go. Okay, my first suggestion is to eliminate decision fatigue. Now, we can have way too much stuff, and you walk into your closet and you're tired and you're overwhelmed before you even have a chance to pick an outfit. So my suggestion is obviously to start with purging your wardrobe and to only have clothes in your wardrobe that you genuinely could pull out at this moment with your current size, the current season, your current role in life and your current lifestyle, clothes that you can pull out and put on your body. If you can't pull them out and put them on your body right now, they should not be in your closet contributing to that feeling of overwhelm and chaos and decision fatigue. We don't need that. We have 1,000,001 decisions to make every single day, and deciding what to wear should not be the hardest part of your day. If you want to go to bed immediately after picking an outfit because you're so exhausted, then there's a problem. My suggestion for my clients, and something I work with the women in my program all the time, is to pick an outfit the night before. Pick an outfit the night before, put it all out with shoes, with accessories. Try it on if you have to. Do it when you're not in a hurry and when you've got a little bit more time, and take that decision fatigue out of your morning routine. It makes such a huge difference. I honestly find myself jumping out of bed and getting dressed so much more easily when I have an outfit out than when I've neglected to follow my own advice and put an outfit out the night before. If I've got an outfit ready for the next day, then I just get up, I put it on, and I go on with my day. That's the way your morning should be. Simplify your mornings by eliminating decision fatigue. It starts with the closet edit, the closet purge, and then it continues through your daily habits of setting yourself up to look and feel stylish every single day. Okay, next tip. Don't be a snob. Okay, so I've heard women experience surprise or express surprise at some of the stores that I have covered on this channel. I passionately believe that you can find great style anywhere. It really comes down to your eye and to knowing your personal style. So whether you're shopping at secondhand stores, or you're shopping at Walmart or Target, or you're shopping at Neiman Marcus and Net-a-Porter and My Teresa, you are the person who is going to determine your style by the things that you choose. And you can find great style almost anywhere. So mixing high and low is nothing new, but it's something that we often forget. We think that, if we want to look stylish and we want to look pulled together, we need a head to toe, amazing, chic, beautiful outfit, that everything was expensive, like you're dripping in expensive jewelry and expensive clothes and the shoes, and like every single thing is expensive. And honestly, that's a dated way of looking at it. Mixing high and low, taking things that you've had for years, mixing them with discount or secondhand finds or just inexpensive, pieces that you love, and then adding some high-end, sprinkling in some of your nicer pieces in the mix. That's what makes personal style. So don't be a snob is just a way of reminding you that all your clothes don't have to be expensive to be stylish. Mix and match and make it work for you and really truly express who you are. That's what's going to give you a unique look and going to make you look truly chic and memorable. Okay, next tip. I've said this, I've touched on this before, and I can't say it enough. More outfits were ruined by bad shoes, than bad clothes. More outfits were ruined by bad shoes than bad clothes. There are details that we put on when we leave the house that can pull down our entire outfits. I have clients that keep a pair of shoes by the back door, and they're not the most versatile pair of shoes. They're like comfortable. Maybe they're Crocs, or maybe they're a pair of worn out sneakers, or in Florida, they're most likely to be flip-flops. And you get all dressed and you look really, really cute. And then the finishing touch when you're leaving the house is a pair of flip-flops. And that's always going to pull your look down. One of the suggestions that I make all the time is we all have to have comfort. Comfort is not optional. It's mandatory for many of us. And I know many of you have foot issues. But I would encourage you to find shoes that are cute and comfortable and truly versatile, and that will not bring down your shoes. You don't have to wear... Even if you need orthopedic shoes, your shoes don't need to look like orthopedic shoes. Even if you need orthopedic sandals, they don't need to look like that. One of the more modern ways of incorporating comfort into your footwear is a really cool pair of neutral sneakers. So anybody can find a pair of neutral sneakers that are really comfortable and that will look cool with a variety of outfits. So don't let your shoes undo all the cuteness that you put and all the hard work that you put into your outfit. Okay. This is a big one. Fussy clothes kill confidence. If you are fussing with your clothes, you will be fussing with them all day and you will never feel cute. You'll never feel relaxed. You'll never feel stylish. You'll never feel confident. If you are constantly adjusting something, or you think your tummy is going to stick out underneath your top, or you think that your pants need to be hiked up constantly, or your shoes are slipping off the back of your heels, or your I don't know, earrings are giving you a headache, whatever. Like if you're fussing with what you're wearing, you will not look confident. You won't look effortless. You won't look elegant, and you're going to ruin your day. And honestly, clothes are meant, like, life is hard enough. We've got enough going on. Clothes are meant to bring up our day, to make us feel beautiful, to give us a little extra oomph to get through our days with confidence and with grace and with style. We don't need them to be detracting from that. And fussy clothes will always do that. If you feel like you're constantly adjusting and tucking and fussing and messing with what you're wearing, leave it at home. Or better yet, if you haven't bought it yet, leave it in the store. Next tip, go for 4 or more. A lot of times people think that putting on clothes is the same as getting dressed. And putting on clothes is not the same as getting dressed. Putting on clothes is hiding your nakedness, but it is not the same as getting dressed. Getting dressed is assembling an outfit that represents you and your personal style and can help you get through the day in a really stylish way. Now, with exceptions, for example, it's mid-July here in Florida, and I'm wearing a dress, and I don't have 4 pieces. Although I do have, if you count accessories and everything, you could say I have 4 pieces. But in general, in temperate times, in temperate climates, you want to look for outfits or put together outfits that consist of 4 or more pieces. So that can be a top, a pair of bottoms, pants, or skirt, or whatever, a jacket, a great accessory. That's 4 or more. But if you're just wearing a pair of pants and a top, it's a little undone in a way where you're not really giving yourself an opportunity to express your personal style. So when possible, when seasonally appropriate, go for 4 or more. One of my, outfit formulas I've spoken about at length on this channel is my summertime outfit formula of a dress, a really pretty pair of shoes. Usually the shoes make a little bit of a statement, a fun pair of earrings, and a hat. I've got 4 or more, and I'm covering it and still staying appropriate to the season that I'm in and to my lifestyle. So you can make it work for you, bend this rule and tweak it in a way that works for you. But remember that just having a couple of pieces of clothing without finishing touches, without accessories, is not really going to create that stylish look that we're going for. Okay, my next tip is that you can afford anything you want. You can afford anything you want. Now, often, we'll walk into a store and we'll say, oh, this stuff is really expensive and I can't afford any of these things. So I can only shop at Walmart. I can only shop at, secondhand stores. I actually had someone comment beneath one of my videos, I still find myself making compromises based on budget. And I want to tell you, you do not need to compromise based on your budget. You can find almost anything that you want at a price that you can afford if you know how to look for it. So using sites like ThredUp, Poshmark, eBay, the discounts that stores like Amazon and Nordstrom have seasonally, tagging items so that when they go on sale, you get an alert. If you are strategic about your shopping and focused about your shopping, and you don't buy five things because you think those are the only things you can afford, and instead you put that money towards one amazing thing that you also got on sale, or you got secondhand, or you got, you thrifted or whatever, you're going to have the wardrobe that you want. You will not have to compromise on quality. You won't have to compromise on, if you love to wear natural fibers like many of us do, you won't have to compromise on natural fibers. You won't have to compromise on workmanship or on lasting appeal, and you can build a wardrobe that you truly love, that reflects your taste and not your budget. You want your wardrobe to reflect your taste and not your budget. You want it to reflect the quality level that you're aspiring to, and I know from experience, and I know we've all experienced this, that when you wear something really elevated, really elegant, something that makes you feel beautiful, you carry yourself differently, you look at yourself differently, you approach the day differently. So I want you to look at your wardrobe that way. Consider it an investment and recognize that almost nothing, with the exception of maybe something Hermes, almost nothing is out of your budget. You can find a way in these online, in this the glory days of online shopping that we're having right now, to find it at a price that you can afford. Okay, my next tip, take a picture. It lasts longer. Okay, so we used to hear this, a way of teasing kids in high school or elementary school or whatever, like if someone was staring at someone, you'd be like, take a picture, it lasts longer. Okay, it is so true. There is no way that our brains, definitely not my brain, and probably not your brain either, are going to remember exactly what you look like in an outfit after you've left it behind at a store. Or you're not going to remember exactly what you look like in an outfit that you just try on, look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, I'll think about that one later. If you don't take a picture, it doesn't count. I say this probably weekly in my Ageless Style program. If you don't take a picture, it doesn't count. Take a picture every single day, and take a picture of every single thing you try on. We have smartphones now. There's no harm in taking a picture. If you do not take a picture, you're not going to have an accurate read on what works for you and what doesn't. You're not going to have a record of your hits and misses in the past, and you're not going to be able to remember later what worked and what didn't at the store. If you're trying things on and you're on the fence on something at the store, take a picture and give yourself a few hours and refer to it later. Don't rely on your memory to decide if those pants worked for you or didn't work for you. You're not going to remember accurately. You're just not. You need a picture. Pictures give us a degree of separation that the mirror doesn't give us, and can help us really hone in on the things that are going to really be flattering and work for us. It's going to make all the difference in being a better shopper for yourself and being your own best style expert. Okay. The next tip is, you won't know if you don't try it on. Now, this is kind of related to, well, it's not really related to the picture thing, but when you try something on, you're going to know what works about it, what doesn't work about it for you, much better than seeing it on a hanger. There are so many clothes that look completely different on a hanger than they do on a body, and clothes are the only form of art where we put it on something, and it changes the way the item looks. So it's really important to try something on if you want to know how it's going to look on you, rather than dismissing it outright. Like a lot of times we're like, oh, I can't wear a midi dress, I'm short. I can't wear skinny jeans, I'm plus size. I can't wear X because I'm this. And sometimes those guidelines or those things that we know about ourselves are true. Other times, trying on clothes is not like chopping your hair off or coloring it blue. It's, you put it on and you take it off. Like, what's the worst that can happen? put it on and decide for yourself if it's something that works for you. Now, case in point, a couple of years ago, I was at a denim sale. It was kind of chaotic. I grabbed a pair of jeans without reading the label. I put them on. They were high-waisted. I'm short-waisted, and I've always thought, high-waisted jeans, I can't wear them. If I had read high-waisted on the tag, I wouldn't have taken them into the dressing room. And let me tell you, those ended up being some of my favorite jeans. And their level of high-waistedness just happened to work for my body. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't tried them on. So don't make assumptions. Unless you've already tried on those pieces, don't make assumptions about what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. Instead, try them on. Okay, the next tip. Clothes have expiration dates. Clothes have expiration dates. Now, nobody can tell me that a classic item from 1985 looks the same as a classic item in 2022. They just don't. Or 95 or 2005. Clothes have timestamps on them. Like if I go into a client's closet, I can tell how long it's been since she's been shopping. I can tell if all of her clothes are from White House Black Market circa 2010. I can tell by going into the closet because patterns change, styles change, fits change, fabrics change, things get updated and tweaked all the time. So this year's blazer is not the same as a blazer from 2010. It's not the same as a blazer from 2000. It's not the same as you get my drift. So clothes do have expiration dates. And when we recognize that we're buying things for a 5 to 10 year period at most, then we can make the decisions about how we're going to spend our money. Definitely the clothes that are going to be better quality and more classic and more timeless. And I say more and more because nothing is purely classic and purely timeless, as I just said. So if something is more classic, more timeless, we're going to want to spend more on those items than something that's a flash in the pan trend, right? But recognizing that if you're buying, with the exception of maybe a very basic pair of pumps, and this is all with reservations, or a great classic bag, some pieces of jewelry, your clothes, 5 to 10 years tops, and then you're going to cycle through them. Very, very, very few things are going to last longer than that. They have timestamps and they will look dated. And if we want to look fresh, we want to look contemporary, we can't be wearing clothes from 25 years ago and saying these are classic, right? We have to keep that. We have to keep it moving. We've got to keep our style moving. Okay, the next tip I want to talk about relates to size. Ignore your size, know your measurements. Now, size is relative to each brand and has nothing to do with your body. You can be a 6 at J. Crew and a 16 at whatever, another brand. And even in the same brand, different brands will have different sizes in different seasons sometimes. Like there's very little consistency when it comes to sizes. So pinning your self-worth or your feelings about your body or your feelings about your style based on a number that a brand arbitrarily can change at any given moment is why would we give them that kind of power, right? Take back your power. Instead, know your measurements. And I've talked about this before, both the Fashion Fit formula and just knowing your horizontal measurements and going to a tailor, getting a great set of measurements, both vertical and horizontal. So you know how long your tops and your dresses and your pants should be. And you want to know how broad your shoulders are and what your waist measurement is and what your hip measurement is. So you can look at clothes and accurately know those are going to fit you. One of the only times that I will say size does matter is if you look in your closet and you notice that everything in your closet has an odd size number, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, means you've been shopping just the juniors stores. And while there's nothing wrong with shopping in the juniors or the teens or the young women's departments, your whole wardrobe or the bulk of your wardrobe should not be in odd sizes. It does mean that you're probably shopping clothes that are designed for a different market and they're going to fit you in a less than ideal way often, and the quality isn't going to be what we expect where we're at in life. So size doesn't matter, measurements do. No one ever will see the size tag on your clothes. No one will ever see the size tag on your clothes. It's never going to happen. So it doesn't matter what your size tag is. What does matter is your measurements so that you can shop more effectively and efficiently. Another trick is to measure your clothes and not your body. Obviously, you want your body measurements, but if you know that a great pair of pants fits you perfectly, then you want to measure the inseam, you want to measure the rise, you want to measure the waistband, you want to measure the heck out of those pants so you can find another pair that fits you just as well online. And really, online is going to be something that we're all going to have to, like, our fear of shopping online is something that we're all going to have to get over if we're really going to have great style at a price that works for us in 2022. It's just where it's at. I wish it wasn't so, but it is what it is, and it does make our lives simpler in a lot of ways once we get over the hump of shopping that way. So I hope that these tips gave you some ideas, helped you tackle the topic of style in your own life in a way that makes it more manageable. My goal is to always help you look and feel your best and your most beautiful, and to support you in that process. And I hope that some of these strategies give you something to think about, and maybe give you a strategy that you can turn around and use today, and that will encourage you in your style journey. If you found this helpful, I would love it if you would share it with a friend. There's a little share button underneath the video and lets you copy a link, and you can paste it in a text or an email or whatever, send it to a friend. Just tell them, hey, this was helpful to me, check it out. Of course, it means so much to me if you like my videos. If you hit the subscribe button, just absolutely makes my day. Let me know if you like videos like this, if you'd like to see more like it. I'm happy to make more in the future. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and helping me grow my channel. This means the world to me, and I just love getting to show up a couple times a week for you guys and help you advance your style and have a beautiful, confident sense of everyday style. So love you, and I will see you in the next video.